Okay, so this episode of the Suicide Squad Insider is highly anticipated. This is the one that I'm really hoping we get a good amount of information for when it comes to post-launch plans for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But I'm very interested in the DLC and what they're going to be doing for this game after it comes out. So that's what this Insider, I think, is all about. It is titled Introducing Elseworlds. Let's get into this. If you're excited, if you're looking forward to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, it's coming out in 8 days, literally just over a week. Hit that like button, and with that said, let's do this. Rated M for mature. What do we got?
Computer, activate the threat assessment matrix.
I see skins. Okay. I see lots of skins.
Toys, lighted guns. What are we waiting for? We can work with that.
Hi, I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios. In our last episode, we talked about how Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League allows players to customize each character and their playstyle through story-driven mechanics.
So those are some of the vendors, Toyman being one of them.
If you gave me 5 minutes in there, you'd have the world's authority on microtech and all my inventions.
Aw, he's so sweet. He's not gonna make it.
The Suicide Squad gave us the scope, the narrative, the gameplay, and then the idea of being able to expand that, be able to take this further. It's gonna feel completely fresh.
Superman's so good. I wish I could play as
In that
Superman,
spirit,
man.
we want to deliver totally new content at no cost for those who purchase Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Okay.
We're back in business.
All right, let's steal this shit.
Today we'll
Free
discuss
DLC.
customization options that draw from the full spectrum of DC Comics. You'll see emotes, rival taunts, outfits, and more. We wanted to have a game that was very focused, but this time we really want to expand out with being able to dynamically update, add new content, take on feedback, and evolve the game over time.
Oh,
For
whoa.
the first time ever, we'll give you a preview of what's to come after the credits roll on our main story campaign.
What was that like
We always
2v2
designed
thing?
the game in a way that we really wanted it to be accessible for everyone. And for those players that want to delve even deeper into our gameplay and into our systems, it really is about delivering new places to explore, new worlds to be in, new stories, new characters,
Whoa.
and creating unique ways for you to play.
We're gonna give you the content you love. Speaking of, what are you doing, mate?
What a fitting cutscene.
I'm smiling.
Let's dive into Suicide Squad Insider Episode 3.
For me, I don't really care about emotes.
Task Force X.
From the onset, Suicide Squad, being a squad, felt like the right fit for the kind of game that we wanted to make. You get to play with friends, you get to play on your own, but while you are playing on your own, you're playing with the squad, always.
Every aspect of our games, we always look at it through the lens of Rocksteady's treatment. And that just doesn't stop at gameplay, that doesn't stop at story. When we're looking
building
at
up a lot
social
of
features that we
anticipation.
really introduced into Suicide Squad, it has Rocksteady's approach. What do we think players will have fun with?
This game has the mechanics to play kind of socially competitively, like none of our games have previously, and it really fits the characters of the squad.
With multiplayer,
Okay.
we're leaning into the competition within the squad to show off your skills, show off your mettle, be the best one.
I'm a freaking superstar.
The squad are working together under duress. And so it's fun to add in mechanics to encourage the players to behave in the same way. So a lot of the time what you'll actually be doing is trying to get the highest score, which luckily
This
helps
I
you
like.
complete the mission. But
This I kinda
the best
like.
player in any mission becomes the squad leader in multiplayer for the next mission.
For the co-op aspect of it, you know,
We
being
have
able to compete within the
leaderboards
missions is
for
kind of fun.
Solo play, for playing with one friend,
Whoa.
2 friends, or a 4-player squad.
You're competing with everyone across the
Oh.
world. Cross-platform, it is the best of the best.
Think you're hot shit on toast, but you're cold fart on bread. Did you see that? Tell me
Skins.
you did. I was like, how do you like that?
Outstanding!
I love to see some melee combat. That looks pretty fun to me.
There's some really fun incentives for playing together as well as playing competitively. You can use the equipment that other players have equipped on their characters in your squad with the AI playing. as the
Social squad is
characters.
cool,
And
man.
those players whose bots you use get rewards for you using those bots. And that's a really fun
That's
feature that
really
I think
cool,
players will be
man.
incentivized because they'll get something out of doing too.
Farewell.
We also have the rival taunt system, where on the leaderboards, if you pass your friends or anyone on your friends list who's also playing the game and you beat their score, well, next time they log in, they'll get this kind of funny quip just to show that, oh yeah, by the way, I beat you.
Home run, baby.
Nice.
You boot up the game, you're logging in, and then all of a sudden on your screen you get Boomerang giving you the finger.
Oh!
I think fans are going to have a great time with our remote system.
That flash
Allowing
skin.
players to kind of communicate in different ways, really in playful ways. As Rocksteady, as creators, this was another opportunity for us to really engage with our characters, extend the narrative through the player's choices with a very cinematic eye.
Oh!
Through the game, we offer many customization options and outfits
Batman's
to the
skin.
player. You start off in the prison, you get your prison garbs, and then you evolve to the Task Force X outfits.
Oh!
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, right. I remember this cutscene.
I was thinking something more fashion forward.
The outfit customization in our game is vast, to say the least.
I'm definitely watching this in slow mo to
With
see.
this game, Rocksteady will deliver a full story-driven campaign to players, including more cinematics than any previous Arkham game. For players who survived the war against Brainiac's forces and want to keep the adventure going, Rocksteady is ready.
We very much knew we had a story to tell initially, and then we wanted to carry on feeding into that, and then changing up the gameplay to a whole game that was going to evolve through post-launch content.
Okay.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is going to be one of the most generous, player-friendly, post-launch experiences available.
Every season, we will have 2 episodes. Each season, there's going to be a different spin on how you play, and will be heavily themed by a DC villain. So there's many layers of influence from the DC world on how you play and what you do.
The seasonal content gets automatically dropped into the game each episode.
Oh!
There's no playable content locked behind a battle pass, and the in-game shop is for cosmetics.
Yo!
You'll always be able to go back and play the episodic content. If you want to come back 6 months from now, that'll always be there.
This is a totally player-friendly approach to letting you play the content you want to play when you want.
The DC universe is massive, and in most games, you can only see or explore a tiny piece of it. But what's really cool about the narrative of Kill the Justice League is there's almost no limit on where we can go.
Celebrating before the game is over.
In his pursuit of trying to recreate his perfect Kolu, Brainiac has been experimenting with some of our favorite DC characters' DNA, creating new worlds in alternate realities. It's these worlds
my
that we call
God!
Elseworlds.
Is that Gotham?
Brainiac is a genius of 12th level intelligence.
Jason
but he's also
Isaacs,
trying
voice
to
Brainiac.
rebuild this civilization that he misses and is lost, and there is nothing he won't do to get there. New Kolu will be reborn. He's building a model of the multiverse. It's all gathering data.
I look like Arkham Knight Gotham for a second there, man.
To serve me.
Okay, so is Joker
different
playable?
versions of
Holy crap,
everybody
that's
in
Ace
different
Chemicals!
universes, and their timelines have just diverged at some point. We've got lots of amazing characters coming up
Who's
in
that
seasonal
for?
play that I'm really excited for players to meet.
Killer
and
Frost?
The Elseworld Principles gives us lots of flexibility and lots of room to put our own spin on them.
So, we get to play with a bunch of cool shit from alternate universes, and then what?
Okay.
Retire?
When Season 1 launches this March, you'll be able to unlock a new playable character for your squad.
Oh, it's the Joker.
Buy me dinner first.
The original Arkhamverse Joker has been dead for 5
Very
years,
different.
but this is a new Elseworlds twist on the villain.
He was
Very
part of the
different.
Suicide Squad in the Elseworld that he's from, which already shows that he's slightly more cooperative than the previous Joker we've had. But as you get used to him and actually play to him, you realize he's unhinged in a different way.
Not only has he got to figure himself out, but he's figuring out his place in this new world and this new squad.
He hadn't reached supervillain status before Brainiac invaded, so, you know, he's still a bit less experienced.
Oh.
I think we've taken him back to the kind of more vaudeville roots of Joker. He's masking insecurities with traditional Joker behavior. But deep down, he's not sure who he is yet.
Lock him up. Oh, making new friends after a move is always tough.
As your mission expands deeper into the lore of the DC universe, this new version of the Joker will join your fight with his unique combat, traversal, and weaponry.
His traversal is all based around a rocket-powered umbrella, which he can blast himself into
wow,
the
we're
air,
actually getting gameplay.
and then uses that to glide around, and then he can actually flip that down to grind along buildings, knocking enemies out of the way.
I kind of wish he looked more
And the
like
kind of
Arkham Joker, though, to be honest.
Vertical and horizontal energy that he has means you've always got to be moving and always attacking the enemies.
The Joker is only the first of the new squad recruits you could meet through the ongoing additions to our
Such
game.
as...
Over time, we can build up a library of characters that DC fans might not have expected to see
Oh my god, that
in a
is
video
Arkham
game,
Knight
like
Gotham.
a regular comic book release. I look forward to when the next issue's coming out. And in the same way, I hope people will look forward to the next episode from us.
Whatever it is, I'm down.
New environments, new characters, missions, challenges, gear, and more. All of this
Cutscenes
free
too?
content comes for players who own the game. We can't wait for you to see what the future holds. With Elseworlds, the possibilities are endless.
How do you like that?
Thanks for watching this series. We hope you'll join us for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, a third-person action shooter where some of the wildest villains of DC Comics join forces to save the world from
Is
its
that
greatest
it
heroes.
for the Insider?
No, that's mental. We're not doing that.
God help us.
Yeah.
I think players are going to be surprised about the depth to which they can craft a character.
It comes back to player choice and player freedom.
Everything from melee strikes into gunplay, which you could then go into a traversal attack. All of the combat moves flow seamlessly into another.
The squad can be garish, they can be loud, and playing together with your friends in a multiplayer space is a really unique experience that you can't get anywhere else.
Huh.
What we've done with the Suicide Squad is to really expand those experiences. Not only just one character this time around, we've done it with 4, and we plan to do it with more.
This brings back memories of my old Suicide Squad.
Whether you're in for the main story
who was part
or
of your
exploring
team?
what lies beyond, Rocksteady Studios is here to support our players while delivering exciting new experiences. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at launch February 2nd, 2024.
Damn, is that it for the Suicide Squad Insider? Okay, let's go back here. We're gonna turn this down. Okay, so the couple of things that sound pretty interesting to me. Obviously, they went over a little bit about Social Squad, which I think is a really, really cool feature that's going to be in this game. You know, the idea that you can pull from somebody else, like a person on your friends list, a streamer, a content creator. You can even pull from my characters that I have, that I've created builds for, and then you can put them onto your squad as an NPC. So if I have a really good decked out Captain Boomerang, you can take that Captain Boomerang, put them on your squad, and then if you get rewards, that'll also be transferred to my account too, which I think is really awesome as a feature to be added into this game. It's something that I wish they talked about way sooner. Other things that they showed here, it looks like you're gonna go to Arkham Asylum at one point when you're traveling to these other Earths. I saw the Arkham Knight Gotham several times, which I thought was insane. I think that's really cool. We get to visit some old places that we were familiar with from the past Rocksteady games. Like if Arkham City's in there too, man, I can't tell you, I would be pretty hyped for that opportunity to free roam around those areas. But then obviously, yes, they revealed that the Joker is going to be the first DLC character coming to the game. Let me just skip on over to that. Yes. So the Joker is the first DLC character being added into Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This design is a little weird. I mean, it's got all the Joker-isms, right? It looks at first glance like the Joker. I think it's just that considering it's a Rocksteady game, considering it's within the Arkhamverse, it feels weird to not see their, in my opinion, picture-perfect Arkham Joker design. I really would have liked, even if they kept kind of the new personality and the new take on the Joker that they're doing for this game, but still with the same look that you kind of recognize of the Joker from the old Arkham games. You know, the different voice also throws me off. I guess I should have gone in expecting that maybe Mark Hamill wasn't going to do this if they were going to do like an alternate Earth Joker. But I figured, you know, since Kevin Conroy is a part of this project, since his Batman is in this game, maybe Mark Hamill would come back again one more time to do a Joker voice, because it would have been cool to see an Arkham Joker, or at least a Rocksteady Joker, interacting with their Rocksteady Batman, especially since Batman is bad in this game. How cool would it have been to see an interaction with those two characters in some way, now that they're kind of on the same playing field? His gameplay looks kind of interesting, I can't lie. Like, this glide looks a little bit slow, but then when he goes into this mode here, when he's like diving down with the umbrella and just, you know, grinding off of rooftops and stuff like that, that does look like a good deal of fun. I'm gonna have to play it for myself to really see how I feel about it. Wait, let me go back here, because they showed it off just a second. That is absolutely the Arkham Knight Gotham. That's the GCPD right there. Everything's kind of on these floating platforms. I don't know how much of this is going to be explorable, but I think that's awesome that at some point or another, you're going to have a version of Arkham Knight's Gotham that you can roam around on as the Suicide Squad. That is so cool in my opinion. And then they also showed this kind of frozen land. Now, could this be like Mr. Freeze from an alternate Earth? Could it be that maybe it's like Killer Frost if they wanted to stick with like the Suicide Squad theme? I know Killer Frost was in that Arkham animated movie, so that could be really cool. There's definitely some fun to be had here when it comes to post-launch plans for the game. I just hope that they execute it right. I did see some cutscenes. I did see that there was more than just, you know, the Joker shows up and then you collect a bunch of audio logs or something. So hopefully that's going to be the case with their post-launch plans in general. I want there to be some substance. You know, if it's going to be free, I hope as well that there's still going to be enough in there for people to want to keep coming back. You know, I don't want to just have a new playable character and that's it. I would like for there to be something narrative-wise for me to sink my teeth into. We're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, the game is out in 8 days. I'm actually gonna interrupt myself because I did mention in the video when I was recording this that I wish they told us when the Joker was gonna be coming to the game, but it turns out they did confirm that the Joker is dropping the game in March, so just a month after release. But with that said, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. What do you think about this latest episode of the Suicide Squad Insider? They're kind of teeing it up to be the last episode of the Suicide Squad Insider. I hope that's not the case, though. I want to get more, especially with some of the post-launch plans. And also, what do you think about the Joker being the first DLC character coming to the game after launch? Sound off with your thoughts in the comments below. Of course, I'm going to keep you guys covered right here on this channel for everything regarding Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So subscribe, turn on those notifications. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.